I'll ask you a question also.
Ask me a question.
The biggest chefs in the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Man, I mean, look, there are some prominent female cooks,
Yeah.
but these prominent female cooks, they know they've got no shit on these men. Bro, it's a fact.
Case closed. I didn't say anything. I
Exactly.
just stated a fact, you know.
Yes. How are you?
Mister, you look so tired. What's going on?
I'm done. I fancy the t-shirt though. Chelsea.
I would like to congratulate the biggest club.
This is the first time I've seen you kissing anything.
It has to show how much love I have.
Literally, this is the first time I've seen you kissing anything.
It has to show how much love I have for this team. First of all, I would like to congratulate the biggest football club in the world, Chelsea, for winning their trophy. Being the only club that has won all major trophies in Europe, from Conference League, Champions League, whatnot, in the world. Whenever there's a competition in Europe, Chelsea wins it. This is why I love this team so much.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Now that you're saying this? A couple days ago when I was drilling you at home with the PS5. I was drilling you.
Those who've played FIFA against me, I think you understand, you know. It's me being drilled in FIFA. That never happens.
I didn't even know what I was doing, actually. It was the other way around.
I gave you a practice, man.
Bro, the last time I touched PS5 was many years ago.
PS5.
Many moons.
PS5 many years ago. There was PS5 many years ago.
I mean, when was it released?
Like a PlayStation.
I haven't touched the PS5 until that day. I haven't played any game for years. So,
But you look like someone who can be like a good gamer.
I was back in my days.
What was your favorite?
COD.
What? Call of Duty. I see.
I was really big on it. Funny thing, I was a good Counter-Strike player. I was like joining competitions and shit.
Okay.
My nickname, I don't know if I should say it. My like username was Bin Laden. Yes. Anyway. So, I've been thinking about something. Since you go to the gym.
Who said I go to the gym?
I mean, I see you cycling to the gym with the cab and like gears and shit. And soon enough, I will start my gym journey because you know this mental shit.
I know. Was going to the gym your resolution at the beginning of the year?
No.
It wasn't?
No. Speaking of which, watch our resolution. Gym was not part of it actually.
For me,
Coffee was the part of it.
Yeah. So.
And yet I didn't do anything.
So almost half the year has gone by.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you achieved some of the things you wanted to, at this point to have achieved? Like some of your SMART goals?
I have not achieved, to be honest.
Did you plant anything?
And if you go watch the episode, I had no plan.
You had no plan.
I really had no plan.
You're just on autopilot this year?
Yes, like literally I had no plan. I'm like, you know what? This year I'm not going with plan. I said I'm going with time. I want to set time to enjoy this and that. But what I'm working on right now is myself. I watched the other day, one guy was talking about, it's funny about men, they boldly shout, I would die for my family.
Yeah.
And then he was like, but here's the thing. Would you work out for your family? Would you take care of yourself for your family? Would you fix your sleeping schedule for your family? Would you eat healthy for your family? Would you do this? Would you do that? No. And then I'm like, fuck me, bro. I am really not doing any of this. Okay, some wives would be like, you're doing this. You just want to work out for yourself. They wouldn't really understand that you're really doing it for your family. And okay, you're taking care of yourself, to stay healthy with your family, whether it is mentally, whether it is whatever. Actually, I wanted to talk about food today. We're just going too far with this. Why I
Yeah,
wanted
so
to
you
talk
can
about
you
food?
can yeah you can branch into food. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, it was more like I'm trying to find the
Yeah.
segue, but I can't find the segue.
Yeah.
Food, because I saw a photo
Yeah.
today in the morning, and actually yesterday also popped up when you and we had the breakfast back at your house.
Yeah.
It was English breakfast.
Yeah. I
And
think
I'm
so.
like the different kind of food all around the world. Like I really want to try different food
Okay.
in my life.
So, before you came to my house, you hadn't tried that food before?
I mean, I've always heard of English breakfast, but I didn't try beans.
By the way,
first in the morning.
by the way, this is on camera. I gave you pork that day.
It was not pork. It was what was it? Turkey.
Bro, you ate pork, bro.
Bro, it was turkey. I know it was turkey. You even showed me the wrap.
Yes, I can show you the wrap.
You did?
But you ate pork.
Well, as long as I didn't know, I didn't have the intentions, God's not gonna punish me. But imagine, for example,
Yeah.
okay, it's gonna be a little bit religious. Imagine being a good person, but you eat pork. I'm talking about the Islamic belief,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then God be like, "You're going to hell just because you ate pork." It doesn't make sense. I mean,
What did I want to say? There was a scandal in Cyprus where kebab shops were buying cheap pork meat
yeah.
and they just stuff it with, with
But
meat.
here's the thing: as far as I know, pork is more expensive than normal.
No, it's not. It's cheap. So a lot of people didn't know. There was a lot going on during that time. There was time I think we were even eating horses. You remember the
Horses
scandal?
are eatable.
Yes, I know.
Donkeys, on the other hand, I don't think that's eatable. Okay, for example, here's the thing. Then again, I'm going to the
Drifting.
Islamic one because
Okay.
I know the rules in there.
Yeah.
Anything that feeds on, what do they call it? On other animals, that's not okay to eat.
Okay.
Anything that feeds on veggies and like wheat and anything like that does not contain blood,
Okay.
that's okay. So unless it is fish is fine. This is like a whole different category. So yeah, horses and these kind of animals.
You think you can eat them?
Yeah, you can.
But I've seen some not chickens. What animal was eating its kids? Not a pig. Something else ate its kid.
Cats.
No, not cats do eat when the
Yeah.
kid like dies or
And
something.
cats are not okay
You see?
to feed on.
Yeah.
Unless you're Chinese.
Or
Okay,
dogs.
if you're Chinese, you can feed on anything.
Bro, food is like a very wide topic.
Yeah.
For some people, I'll tell you there is something that even more interesting. I come from Zimbabwe, okay? I'm from like the Ndebele tribe. My mom's from the Ndebele tribe, my dad's from the Shona tribe.
I saw a Zimbabwean guy today.
Did we finish? So
Half Zimbabwean, half Korean.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is very interesting.
How did he look?
He looked African Asian.
Yeah, they're called Blasians.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. His name is like or Korean.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He said he's from Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
You talked to him?
Yeah.
Where did you see him?
At the coffee shop here.
Really?
He speaks Shona. He doesn't speak Ndebele.
Oh, okay, cool. So, what I was saying about food, there is what we call, do you know caterpillars? We call it amacimbi.
An insect?
It's like an insect.
Yeah.
Like it's a worm that turns into a butterfly or something like that.
Caterpillar, I guess.
Caterpillar, yeah. So we eat it, and
It is packed with protein.
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
And it pricks your tongue because it's like it has
Really?
yeah. It's really nice and tasty. I like it. But when I eat it every time because of so much protein it has, my tummy starts aching,
I've never tried it. What is the weirdest thing you've tried?
The weirdest thing that I've tried, bro, I'm not a fan of seafood.
I was not
Like,
a fan of seafood.
I
until
can't.
I got to meet my wife. She's a big fan, and I'm now okay. Not with everything,
Yeah.
but actually, I like to try food. Like, okay, the weirdest thing that I
Bro.
tried was squirrel, grilled
Especially,
squirrel,
wow, who caught it?
in Chinese restaurant back in Malaysia. Too fucking chewy, disgusting, but I had to try it.
Some guy once told me he ate a kangaroo. In Australia, I think they do eat
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I
So,
would try a kangaroo.
Also, I used to eat termites when I was a child. You know termites?
No. The
Termites, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought Chinese eat.
We
weird
ate
things.
termites. I don't know these other things. It's called umswabanda. Some things that fly. Most insects like
What is the thing that jumps? It had, like,
grasshopper.
grasshopper.
Yes, I ate it as well.
My mom's village, they eat that because every now and then, like once a year, there's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
season,
the season,
where
they-
it's like
yeah,
a shitload of them
yeah.
would pop up and stuff.
Yeah.
So people don't know like what to do with it. They're like, okay, let's just.
What else
eat
did
it.
I eat? That's weird. So I was still trying to say. So we eat that kind of food from my side, and then we've got the Shona guys. Even my dad used to tell me, I once ate a rat.
Well, that's
You see, and you try and explain to me like, no, it's not the rats that live in the house. It's the rats that we catch in the
Wild
forest.
rats.
Wild rats.
okay. You can't eat that.
You see?
Yeah. Wild
But
rats,
I
you
used to
can eat.
laugh at him. It's like, at the end of the day, you still ate rats
It
and
is
all
more
this.
like rabbits.
Would you eat a rat?
A rat, wild rat. I know that's the thing, bro. In Saudi, you know what they eat?
What?
I don't know the name of the animal.
In Saudi, do they also eat camels?
Okay, unless something is like major, they don't.
They don't eat them.
But there were some occasions where they did that.
Did you try it before?
No, not really. I mean, I wish I can, but it is not something that you can go and try so easily.
Why?
They don't do it that often.
Is it expensive?
Definitely.
Like to eat? To ki- like-
Yeah, it is.
Another thing that I once ate, okay, that was like, what the hell, was a crocodile tail.
That's what I was about to tell you. It's not a crocodile, but there is some kind of lizard or something. They call it dub. I really need to know what's the name in English. So Saudi people, they eat it. It's like some type of a lizard that lives in the desert.
And there's this other insect that used to fly, okay? We used to call, what's the name of that insect? Even in my language, I forgot it. It usually has like a booty, a bum. You see, like it was black, and you'd have like a bum. And the bum would be full of protein, like oil, like this. Bro,
The fuck is wrong with you guys?
so I would catch it, what? I'll think of the name. So we just catch it while it's alive, break off its butt, and eat the butt, and throw it away.
And my wife was once disgusted because I told her back in the day, my grandma or like my father's side of the family, they would just milk a goat or sheep and would just serve it to you straight. No
What?
boiling, no
Yes, bro,
nothing.
that's how we did it also in
I'm
rural
like,
areas,
she was
bro.
like, no, you don't boil it. I'm like,
No,
who has
bro.
time for that?
We'll drink it from the cow, bro, as
literally.
kids. Like, you know?
And like sometimes, like tiny shit pieces.
Yeah, they
It
fall
falls in,
inside.
they're
Yeah,
like, they just
remove it, bro.
remove it, throw
If you
it
can eat
inside.
the animal, then I'm sure, bro. And there's some people, it's called, what's that animal?
I think my health has been declining since I stopped doing stuff like this. Since I'm taking care of myself, and which is something I wanted to talk about.
People drink coffee from Lawaki, whatever, all this.
Yeah, Kupi Lawak.
Kupi Lawak.
Yeah,
And I
this
saw
cat
recently, they drink from elephants as well now.
Bro,
You see?
the things that people try. So what I came to a conclusion where I'm a person who I would never do a diet, never.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, the one single time I did a diet, I started burning muscle instead of burning fat, and then I'm like, you know what, this is not working out well for me.
Yeah.
But one thing I can always say, instead of dieting, I can go for, let's say, clean food. I can eat as much as I want. I don't change much, but let's say I get away from processed
food,
They
yeah.
call it processed food, right?
Yeah, processed food, yeah.
On that note, is burger healthy?
What? Burger. Okay, I don't know. In my own opinion,
In your own opinion,
the bread is processed with yeast and all these other kind of things.
what if you go for, let's say, whole wheat bread?
Okay, whole wheat bread is okay. But I'm just talking about bread in general.
So is burger healthy?
If it's made from, what do you call this? Whole wheat buns, then yeah. But if not, it's one of the most processed bread. Is really like
Especially burger. It's
Yeah.
full of sugar.
Yeah.
Because
see?
for me, let's say there is like meat,
Yeah.
and it's grilled,
Yeah.
and then there is like veggies.
Veggies inside, yeah.
Perfect. Another thing.
And again, the kind of oil they use is important.
Of course.
Like seed oil, I'm not a fan of seed oil anymore, bro.
Yeah.
You see?
For me, I'm a big fan of olive oil.
Bro, I love olive oil.
But here's the saying: every time you feel like you're financially stable,
Yeah.
olive oil comes and reminds you that you're still kind of far
Bro,
away from.
it's expensive, man.
Fucking expensive,
I went
bro.
to Sunday market to try and buy like 5 liters
Virgin olive oil,
virgin olive oil.
never been touched.
And I like because now I think they are trying to scam people, you know, especially these companies just to increase profit. Maybe they'll make 3/4 olive oil, then they add something in it.
Yeah.
But the ones at Sunday market, you go and find it from Abla. She has trees in her. You know how Cypriots are?
Yeah.
I love Cypriots about this, bro. They take their olive oil seriously.
It is a natural treasure for them.
It is, bro, and it's really tasty. Their olives and how they process it. So, bro, it's natural. No fertilizers, nothing. The tree in their yard, they harvest them, they take them straight to the mill, they bring it to Sunday market, and I was trying to negotiate with her. In the shop, I bought like 750 mils
Yeah.
for around 900 tele.
Cool.
Okay, Abla wanted to sell for me 5 liters for 2,500. She's like, no, you're a student. I'm going to sell it for 2,000. You know, 5 liters, bro. It's like for 2,000. How much is that in bucks, in dollars?
Like $60.
$60. Check in the European market and check in the American market. How much?
Much more than that.
That $60 is for the 750 mils.
Honestly,
You
like
see?
my wife tells me in Georgia, olive oil is not a thing, and if you see it, it is like small quantity and really expensive.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Arabs, bro. For us, olive oil is like something you don't even think about in the Arabian world.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of expensive, but
Yeah.
not as expensive. Not expensive in a way that you consider whether you should buy it or not.
Yeah.
And as you said, they don't buy like 1 liter. There's always this big ass
Yeah,
tank.
yeah, tank,
It's
yeah.
like 9 liters, 10 liters.
Yeah.
And we mix it with za'atar.
And just a
It's
tip
crushed nuts and stuff.
that has been proven, scientifically proven. If you check the Mediterranean diet, the people that stay around the Mediterranean, they live longer.
Yes, they have
Be-
less cancer.
Yeah, because of the olive oil. But the other seed processed oils, this is why when someone said, if you think of health, the first thing you should do is to take off from your table or from your kitchen seed oils, all these
It's
processes.
just fucking poison.
And
bro.
he said, if you want a long life, have 1 tablespoon of olive oil every day. But I don't do that. My secret is I eat more olives. Like I even like the fiber.
To be honest, I think it goes with the same logic as if you want to benefit the most from, let's say, fruits.
Orange juice and
Eat
all
them.
these things. Eat them rather
Don't
than
drink them.
Exactly. Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
as you said, you lose the fiber.
The fiber, which is the most important. Yes.
Or let's say one of the most important.
Yeah.
But here's the thing to the pro athletes and dietitian and everything. When these guys do, let's say, extreme diets and whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, why do they cut down the spices as well? This is something I didn't understand. Like when you add salt.
Did you try and research?
Bro, I did that research. I mean, this 0.1 calorie that you're gonna get from a pinch of salt and black pepper, like what is it gonna do to your diet?
But I heard that salt raises something in
you
your
know what?
body.
Forget about the salt. It's like black peppers, curry, or whatever you can add to give it
A bit of taste. Yeah.
I mean, a pinch of whatever, even salt, to be honest,
Yeah.
it's not gonna make a huge difference in your diet.
Yeah. The biggest enemy to people is sugar.
Thank you.
This is the
Thank you.
biggest enemy to most people, bro. You know, I always tell people as well. Or who am I to tell people? But I like to share information that like I get and I see it's been scientifically proven and I've seen it working in my life as well.
Yeah.
I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Bro, I like biscuits. I like all these kind of things. Like sometimes I crave them.
Yeah.
But when I'm really eating, you know, what do you call it? Sweet. My face is like a bit bloated, like, you know. But when I cut, The sweets, I feel much energy, much, because that's just dopamine, bro. Your energy level is constantly crashing, and it's so very uncomfortable, bro.
As you said, it like let's say you said for me or for my body or for
Yeah,
my diet.
yeah.
I do believe every person is unique.
Of course,
Your
yeah,
metabolism or your like intake and whatever is different from everyone else.
yeah. You need to figure it out for yourself by trying.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I noticed the best time I had like a good performance, energy wise. My body was in a perfect, not a perfect, but like the best shape I ever had in my life.
Ever achieved.
I didn't cut down on shit, not even sweets. I was working my living soul out. Like I was going to the gym, 15 minutes of barely taking any break. But what I noticed that, for example, I wanted sweet, I would go eat sweet. I would not exaggerate though. 2 bites, 3 tops, that's it. For example, instead of going for a whole slice of cake by myself, I would share it with somebody else. I satisfied my need, like my, what did you call it? Pregnant shit.
Your craving.
In craving, my hormones. But I didn't exaggerate. When it comes to food, I was eating really good quantity, but then again, I was not exaggerating. Burger. But then, as I said, I was going down, I was slowing down on fried stuff. Everything fried, like, no. The fried was also, I think I cut down on, but not completely.
Not completely, yeah.
And the only time in my life I had 6 packs.
Wow.
Do you want me to put it here somewhere?
No, bro, fuck off.
I'm not gonna tweak it with AI. So yeah.
So for me, okay, I used to be like really skinny.
Yeah, once I saw a photo of you on Facebook.
And my dream was to like gain weight. You see, I tried to go to the gym. I tried to do this. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. But when I started drinking alcohol and eating at night, burgers and all these late night snacks, bro, I think I even got to 90 kilograms.
Now I'm exactly 90.
You see, I had belly, like I was exploding, bro. I'm like, bro, when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, this is not the guy that I want to be. Bro, just going around, bro, it's not healthy because that stored fat, it causes heart attacks. You see, because now your organs are covered in oil, like in fat,
Is it like, what do they call it, high level of cholesterol?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You see? So I'm like, hey, bro, you should try and, exercise. Because when I grew up, when I was skinny as well, my dad used to do martial arts.
Wow.
You see, he even had a black belt or something like that. So every time, like, Ives and Ivan, come, let's do press-ups, But there's not a single day he's like said, you guys need to cut your diet or anything like this. And one thing I like about food from back home, it's organic, most of it.
Yeah.
You see, the soil is fertile, the use less, I don't know about now. They use fertilizers, but not as much. You see, because the land is already fertile. You see, because that counts. You might say you're eating healthy. That's another thing I wanted to come to. Let's say you're on a diet or you want to eat protein, okay? You don't want to do processed things. But the chances of you stepping away from that, they are very slim. Why? They are injecting the chickens with antibiotics, GMOs.
And what do they call it? What was that substance called? Cortisol.
Yes.
Cortisol, something like this.
Your eggs, your chicken, all of them, they are like processed. You're like, I want to eat healthy, but the eggs that you are eating, the chicken has been
processed,
genetically modified,
Yeah.
This is why sometimes I like gypsies.
Do they call them GMO or some GMO?
What's GMO? Wait. Genetically modified GMO.
Yeah.
Genetically modified.
Question.
Yeah.
Would you become vegan?
Bro, what?
I'm serious. Would you become vegan at any point in your life?
I'd rather stop living, bro.
Right? I just die. Okay. Personally.
No disrespect to the vegans, and I know Abdurrahman doesn't care.
I was just about to say, like vegans, I'm really sorry, but something is
You
clearly
see,
wrong with you.
everyone is. I'm trying to I'm trying. I always try and process how they can
Where do you
live.
get your nutrition from?
That's what I'm trying
Okay,
to.
here's the thing.
But now I've seen a burger process like this,
This
all this.
tofu shit, tofu, whatever it's. I mean, what the fuck is that? To begin with, okay. Here's the thing. I'm not a kind of a person who would eat meat and chicken every day, but I need it in my life. Like I cannot cope without it. But one thing I cannot not eat every day, milk product. It's impossible. I mean, I drink milk on daily basis. Cheese, I'm a big fan. I mean, in my breakfast, there's like 2 or 3 different kind of cheese. That's minimum.
Yeah, I remember when I also came for breakfast to your house. There is this thing. What's that favorite that I always ask you about?
Hummus.
Yeah, hummus.
Hummus.
Oh,
I love
bro,
hummus.
I would like to recommend these
Chickpeas.
to my G's out there. You know, I like the Arabian, Turkish, and Cypriot. It's almost the same.
Don't let my wife hear you, bro. Because okay, I'll skip that. But I like to try different food. I like a lot of different cuisines.
Yeah.
But I'm really sorry, I'm biased. I believe that Arabian food is the best. I mean, you definitely think otherwise, but I am a guy who, no matter how many different kind of food I try, and they're all tasty, but I'm loyal to our cuisine. I'm like, it is flavor rich as shit.
And what did I want to say? When I go out, you know, with my girlfriend, she's like always trying new things. I have one rule, bro. I'll never try stuff on an empty stomach.
That's a rule. Okay, if you're hungry, you're not supposed to try.
The first thing, even when you get to a hotel or something based, I ask them, do you have chicken?
Amen.
You know, fried chicken has been
Yeah.
stereotyped to black people like
Africans.
Anyways, or burger. Bro, I love burger so much. I'm a burger fan, like, bro.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I am, as I said, let me contradict myself.
Yeah.
As loyal as I am to Arabian food, if I had the choice, like they forced me, they were like, you know what? You get to eat one thing forever. You cannot even change it. My choice is going to be burger. That's it.
What's your favorite burger joint?
Here,
Yeah.
mochaccino. That's number 1. Not sponsored by mochaccino. I love it.
It is
this
nice.
Heron lately. I really like them. I like the service.
Yes. Heron, yeah. Heron, I like
It is
the
more
cheeseburger is really nice in
Yes.
Heron, yeah.
What I like about Heron is it gives you like kind of homemade taste.
Yeah.
But you miss it sometimes. But sometimes you want a proper burger. What was the name of that burger joint? They closed.
There's other, it's not closed, it's still open at night.
What
I
is
see
it?
it open. Hamburg, no.
Yeah.
I know in Terrible, yeah.
Johnny Rockets.
Cut. Yeah, there was Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rockets, right?
No, there was another one. There's meatballs also.
Meatballs. They had good sausages.
Yes, bro,
Good,
meatballs also,
hot
yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. I had a thing with my sister where we would translate food just to make it disgusting. So imagine the word hot dogs in your language, translated to hot and dogs. So in Arabic it is al-kilab al-sakhina. That's fucking disgusting. So what do they call hot dogs? Hot dogs.
Would you try Chinese cuisines?
Bro, I'm a big fan of Chinese. But not the disgusting shit. Okay, for example, in the neighborhood where I was
Another food that I like, bro, is Indian food. I like the spices as well, bro. It's really nice. There is
I
one.
ate the most in my life, like different kind of meals when I was in Malaysia, because the diversity in there, bro, is fucking high. Because you want Arabian food, there is Arabian food. Indian, Malay, Chinese, anything you want was there. Chinese restaurants, the thing about them, they smelled really bad. They had some nice and tasty stuff, but the smell was like awful. One thing, the weirdest thing I've seen in Malaysia, Chinese restaurant, they had eggs marinated in young guys pee, urine.
Bro, what the fuck
I
is
swear to
that?
God, bro. I swear to God, that was the thing. Like virgin boys, urine, and then they would keep them, I don't know for how many days, in a big ass like jar or whatever, and then they would take them and do whatever with them. The smell, my friend, you can like smell it from miles away. I was in a Chinatown in there. Chinese classmates of mine, they were so disturbed of the smell. How about me? I was just, I don't know, I was dying.
Bro, an egg normally it's an atomic bomb
Exactly.
by itself, man.
Exactly.
If you eat eggs the whole day, you are just bombing everyone, man.
The Indian restaurants or like the Indian neighborhoods, on the other hand, in there, the smell, everything is amazing. Food kinda tasty. The level of hygiene, they miss that.
Yeah, they miss that. Yeah, Pakistan, all that part of the world,
Yeah.
you know, they miss it. You should try Nigerian food also.
Bro.
But there's some that smells like really, really bad, you know. But I'm a fan of jollof rice. You should try it since you like this.
Look, Nigerian food is tasty. So chili.
Did you try?
Yeah, like
What did you try?
My housemate in Malaysia, his name was Mike. He was Nigerian. Bro, it is so hot. All the meals he was making was so hot. I don't know if that's a typical Nigerian thing or the guy was into chili stuff, but I don't know what's with the Nigerians and fish. There was like one specific fish.
It's called
meat.
crayfish.
Fucking disgusting, bro. Like I cannot emphasize how disgusting.
There's another one that looks like
I don't know.
it's black. It looks like a bat.
A bird.
A bat. You know a bat?
Bat.
Yeah. We once went to go pick up my friend's stuff from the airport and they were searching in it. The police officer's like, oh, kapat. He's like,
Bro,
what is this, man?
Unbelievable.
But now, bro, food is like, you know, for example, our dishes in Zimbabwe, they are boring. We have one main thing, bro. This is what you can eat from Monday to Monday.
Cornstarch.
It's called sadza.
What is
It's yes, corn, like the white thing. That they,
And how the fuck don't you get fat?
I don't know, bro. I think our genes are already used to digesting it.
Honestly, bro.
You see, because if look, you eat it during lunch, you eat it in the evening with vegetables like we call umbita or murio, with meat. The funny thing is, eating chicken when I was growing up in Zimbabwe, it was like luxury. Like, oh, you're eating chicken.
Really?
Yes, but when you eat beef, like, okay, everyone is eating beef. Like,
In
when I
other-
came here,
in other parts of the world,
exactly, it's the other way around. Like,
Yeah.
eating meat is luxurious and all this kind of thing. Now I see it, and bro, the meat in Southern Africa, there is this thing that I used to make sausages. You
Yeah.
remember the vos, Kubris vos. It was really tasty as well. I like the sausages as well. They are really nice. Then they've got this thing called biltong. It's dried. I brought it, but the guys here didn't like it, you know. Would you say that, to what extent do you think food influences your lifestyle?
Bro, 100%.
100%?
100%.
Okay.
As they say, you are what you eat.
Yep.
So here's the thing. I might be having the most devastating day in my life, but then at the end of the day, I go back home and I eat something tasty. It genuinely fixes my mood. Okay, for example, let me have shitload of problems, and if I go back home and I find, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. As much as I love it, is it quesadilla or quesadilla?
Quesadilla. Or something
Quesadilla.
like that. Yeah, I've seen you like quesadillas.
Bro, I fucking love it. Like, that's another thing. If they tell me, no, you're not allowed to eat burger every day, then quesadilla is going to be my second choice.
You should try tacos also. Tacos
Tacos,
are
bro.
really fucking nice,
Tacos.
man.
There is something about Hispanic food.
Shout out to my guy Z. He makes the best tacos in the world.
How about we open
know.
taco truck, my friend? Amigo.
Taco Africa, shout out to you. On that note, I would like to thank Coffee Hane for sponsoring Diverse Brew. It's been a good partnership, and we really appreciate it. We
Good
really
beans, good
appreciate
coffee.
it. Good beans, good coffee. What are you drinking today?
Actually, I'm drinking Las Lajas.
That's lajas.
Yeah, bro, I have a thing for Costa Ricans. Not the females, but the coffee. And the females.
Yeah.
I'm married. But
Do you
I
like
have
tiramisu?
tiramisu?
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking love tiramisu. But
Without alcohol.
without alcohol, obviously.
With coffee?
Yes. And my wife, she's not a
Big fan.
no, she's not a good cook. But I'm saying that on camera. But she makes one of the best tiramisu you would ever try. Like, she's really good in this.
I'm placing an order for a tiramisu.
What is a meal that you know you can make it like no others?
Let me think. Is it a meal? Oh, it's not a meal.
It could be sweet. Could be
No, it's
meat,
not
could
a
be
sweet, bro. To be honest, bro, I would say braai. Okay, what is braai? Some people call it braai. Some people call it barbecue. Some people call it mangal.
anything. Yes.
Okay? Because I don't like using oil, for my meat or anything. So the day, I like marinating with different spices, the meat, and just braaiing it, or barbecuing it, or mangaling it, if that's what they call it. And then with the veggies next to it as a salad to complement. And what we call pap. It's so sad I've never invited you for that meal,
And you call yourself my best friend.
Did I say I'm your best friend?
No.
Why are you giving yourself a title?
Why would that? I don't know.
Let's see. Why are you gay?
Why am I gay?
I see. Men don't have best friends.
Honestly, bro.
But men know. Okay, this is gay also, but
Go ahead. I'm feeling gay today.
yeah, because men are more real to each other than women.
Yes.
Right
Not
now,
even talking about it.
yeah, without even talking about it, okay, if shit goes left for me here, I have one guy, I have one contact dial that I can dial, and shit is gonna be over. No matter, for example,
Like when I was going to jail, I took you with me. I'm like, what am I gonna take? What am I gonna take? Let me take Ives.
but why would you look for all the black people? You called Charles also?
And I told Charles that. I was
know.
like, Charles, I'm going to jail. Ives is taking me. Come with me as well. You might end up with me in jail.
You see, never trust Arabs, guys. These
Bro,
guys
yeah,
will get
don't
you into shit. But yeah, back to, they were gonna give you nice sandwiches, man.
Yeah.
I hear they give sandwiches.
Bro, they invested a big budget in the
You see?
country's thing.
And I was a scout,
Yeah?
You know what a scout is?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Scout boy.
was a scout boy. I was first a cub. When we were small, we were called cubs.
Yeah.
So we used to go to camps, we used to have cooking competitions and all these kind of things,
What goes involved in this?
but in a different campsite. Let's say us will be camping in Makusa, the girls will be camping in Urine. You never used to see them.
So you don't end up having babies somewhere there.
Yeah, you see. But it was cool, man. You'd go trekking. It was a real life, what's this called thing? These games that they play on TV.
Survivor.
Yeah, I felt like I was a
Adventurous shit.
survivor. I swear, I used to feel like you sleep in.
I've always wanted to participate in something.
You
like
sleep in tents, wake up, you bath bro, it was fucking amazing. The smell, the sound of the, bro, imagine in some places in those camps, there's wild animals.
this. Cool.
You see, I remember this at the time. Okay, now I'm going to admit this on camera. So we went on camp. So we're sleeping at night.
Yeah.
And you have seniors, bro, fuck, being a boy was difficult.
Honestly.
Bro, the way they would treat you, because I went to a single-sex school from primary school to high school. So the seniors will treat you like shit, shit. Yeah. At night, you know what we'd go do? We'd go to their tents because they sleep and their head is shown on the tent. Me and my friends will run to the tent, we'll kick their heads
Mistakenly.
and run away,
Sorry, I didn't see you.
So it was fun, bro. But every time, because there is also rating, I was there was a seconder. and there was a sixer, like the rank, like each house had like different. So I was lucky enough, I was a sixer, and my cousin Ngabuto, shout out to you as well.
His name is Naruto?
Ngabuto.
Naruto.
Yeah, Ngabuto. So his mom he had a tent, bro. It was so fucking cool for 2 people.
Yeah.
And he had their bed. Like, some people would be sleeping on the floor, but we used to sleep in an air bed. Like, Hayatsana.
Nice.
And the food was all cooked on fire. You know, food cooked on fire is really tasty.
And healthy.
It's really
so
fucking
healthy. That's
tasty.
shitload of carbon. But actually, I think it is tasty, yeah.
It is tasty, bro. I like that smell of fire in the food, in the meat.
I like the smell of burned bread.
Okay, I've never been bread, so I wouldn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
So,
we were talking about food, brother.
yeah, we're talking about food, but you know food, bro. And again, there are some people, I don't think it's normal the way they love food.
Yes, it comes to a point where you know what is this? What do they call it?
It's a sin.
Deadly, yeah.
It's also a sin. Also, it's
what
called
7 deadly sins or something.
Yeah, it's part of the
Gluttony.
gluttony. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
one of the sins. Is it something in Christianity, by the way? Cool.
it is.
Let's say in religion we have a say, like the Prophet said, we are a nation that does not eat until we are hungry, and if we eat, we don't get full. Some people misinterpret his words, like we don't get full, like we eat, we don't get full. But what he meant is like a clear instruction. You don't eat until you feel hungry, and when you eat, don't stuff yourself. And it's also part of the religion that you're not supposed to eat meat regularly, because now then science supports this evidence. When you eat a lot of meat, there is some kind of a disease. What do they call it? It comes mainly because of red meat.
Gaita. Yeah, it's cool.
So, yeah.
Sorry, guys, English is never our friend. So
Exactly. It's very hard to find some words. Bro, I'm losing my Arabic language. Now
Really?
I'm not bilingual. I am bilingual. Like I'm just saying goodbye to all of my languages. Now that I started learning Russian, good fucking luck to me. Russian is just so fucking confusing. Now I'm gonna say something kind of provocative.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it anyway. I 100% believe that men cook better than women. Do you support this, Ives?
I'll ask you a question also.
Ask me a question.
The biggest chefs in the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Men, look, there are some prominent female cooks.
Yeah.
But these prominent female cooks, they know they've got no shit on these men. Bro, it's a fact.
Case closed. I didn't say anything.
Exactly.
I just stated a fact, you know.
So
This time don't come after me.
I'm gonna be sexist for once. We dominate. Even in the kitchen we dominate.
But funny enough, I know a lot of chefs. You know, a few friends. You know yourselves. Their wives always complaining. They're like, bro, this guy is a chef. When he comes home,
He doesn't touch anything.
he doesn't touch anything in the kitchen.
Bro, I can't say names. My friend is named Nader. See?
What if
I am the kind of person who just says Nader. Nader is like the best cook among the guys that I've lived with.
Yeah.
Nader used to tell me, bro, I'm getting married, I'm not fucking touching anything in the kitchen. Not so long time ago, we talked and I'm like, Nader, do you do anything at home? And he said, nothing. I don't know if he's lying, actually. He could be lying. But maybe it is true. I believe it is true.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I'm getting married, I'm not touching the kitchen. But guess what Nader owns right now? What he does for a living?
What?
He owns a chain of restaurants.
That's
Yeah, he
good.
lives in Miami and he has a chicken, fish kind of a restaurant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's making decent living.
Yeah.
What did he study? Electrical engineering. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Electrical engineering.
So yeah.
And he had a very interesting graduation project. Like a very smart one. But just like the rest of us, toss the fucking diploma away. It's not related to whatever you studied.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah.
I've said my piece. We dominate in the kitchen, and we like.
Soon we'll bring a chef on the show.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah. Soon, just to back up this one.
You know what? Like how we did home barista, professional barista.
Yeah.
Let's bring a male chef, female fish.
I have a chef already.
Female chef.
This is done. The podcast is done. You finish it off with we will bring. That's it.
Yes.
And just leave it hanging.
Yes.
Do you want us to close it?
Yeah, perfect. What do you think?
Just leave it hanging. So guys, we'll leave you on a cliffhanger. On the next episode,
2 chefs.
Two chefs.
1 table.
Male chef versus female chef.
Let's go. And if they can bring samples, that would be amazing. I'm big on free stuff.
We can give it to you guys through the screen. Bro, that's the other thing I wanted to say before we close the channel. No, before we close this.
Yeah.
I'll never be satisfied with technology until I can eat something online.
You won't eat anything online. You know, sometimes, speaking of food, technology and food, sometimes, especially lately, I get so bored of like what to eat and what to do stuff. And I'm like, it's about time for them to develop some kind of bills. Once you and I were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Just swallow it and that's it. It stuffs you.
No, I was talking about
Injection?
yeah.
Like you don't eat for the next like 1 month.
Yeah, just inject yourself with something with all the nutrients.
It's like, and that's it.
And that's it,
You don't have to eat.
You don't have to wash plates. You don't have to do the, you don't have to do the dishes. You don't have to clean up. Because, bro, that's my biggest issue every time. Doing the dishes after I cook, bro. Because when I cook, bro, it's like a hurricane. My girlfriend's like, what the hell is going on?
I genuinely hate salads. I'm a big enemy of salad. I fucking hate salad. It takes you so much time. It takes you so much effort. And like cleaning it, rinsing it with vinegar and water and one more time. And at the end of the day, just salad. That also, bro. Just give me salad and I'm okay with it.
So you guys like to see...
If I were to develop...
And guys...
not genetically modified food.
And guys, we'll be taking you guys to the beach with us soon. Not a beach, but Lido.
Lido?
Yeah.
That's cool. Interesting. A lot of promises.